changes from the PUB, the Water Authority. Can I check with you regarding two water qualities that I'm interested in? One is salinity and one is temperature. Can your system take care of those things? And the second question is, how do you account for the changes in the depth profile? Like in terms of stability, or as you go down, the turbidity will change quite substantially. How do this system take care of it?
Yes. So first question, salinity. We cannot do, there exist no satellite sensors on those scales. So there is a satellite sensor which monitors salinity on something like 5 kilometer resolution. So you cannot go very close to the coastline if this is your interest. Second question, the satellite derived water quality is from
temperature. Temperature also. Temperature.
Yes, temperature. Yes, it's also capable to be derived is also regularly. So on 30 meter resolution and then on 1 kilometer resolution, it's anyway available. Yes. But this is always skin surface, because the satellite just measures the skin and cannot penetrate at these wavelengths into the water. And with water quality, it penetrates into the water, the signal. So the signal which we retrieve back and where we estimate the concentrations from is from a so-called extinction, from a so-called depth Z90. So 90% of the signal which comes back is usually between 50 centimeter and 20 meter. It depends on turbidity. So we operationally derive also this information. So each value which you will get from satellite imagery is also related with the own map from which layer this information comes. It's always the surface layer, only the thickness of the surface layer is different independent on the extinction in the water, and it's typically for very turbid conditions between 50 centimeters to very clear conditions up to 20 meters. So we cannot derive, for example, in rivers the concentrations down to the floor. It is just the surface concentration still. And that's what you have to take into account if you integrate this in with your models on. So if you have strong gradients and are interested in what is going on below, you have to integrate with institutions.
Good morning. Jim Hong from Parsons Brinkhoff. I also have a question on the bathymetric survey, bathymetric mapping. For an extreme case, a piece of land may be above water, above seawater, but at another time maybe it's underwater. So have you taken into consideration of the tidal variation, such as in Singapore and
yes.
tidal?
Well, that's what we always do for that we correct for tidal impacts. Some clients, so like you, for some clients, they provide us with their measurements, and usually we take them the available measurements from the providers. So we always correct for the tidal impacts, of course. Yes.
Okay, just curious, have you done any work regarding the bathymetric mapping in Singapore region?
Not yet. We started to estimate because you have quite turbid conditions. So here we need to apply a new solution with multiple imageries. So it is more challenging. We already at the moment generate overview of the 18 countries where bathymetry under good conditions is capable and where not. In Singapore, it's a region which comes to limits. So it is too turbid at the moment. But I would not say it is not possible at all. We at the moment check our processors who use multiple imagery. So here it's in the pilot phase. I cannot yet fully answer the question.
Okay, any rough estimation for the duration if you will start from scratch in Singapore region? A few months or 1 year?
Okay. No. Well, if we see this high request where we can test this approach in 2 months' time.
Okay. Yes, thank you.
I am from NUS Chris, so we're in this business as well. So I'd like to find out, for example, you use Landsat 7 and various satellite imageries. So you have like different bit rates. So how do you actually take care of errors generated because you have satellite sensors with 8-bit bit rate and something 16-bit rate. So how do you actually account for these differences in the derived bathymetry?
Yes, so well, I talked a little bit before. There are a lot of different impacts on quality. So we have atmosphere, we have surface conditions, turbidity. We have, of course, also the satellite sensors itself. So it's true they not only have a different bit rate, but there's most important, the sensitivity of the satellite is different. For example, rapid eye is excellent for large scale, but is less sensitive, so the noise is higher than for worldview, and also again different than to Landsat. We see this then in the sensitivities to the products related then. That means if the client really doesn't care about 50 centimeter changes, we may still use rapid eye if we have bright scattering bottoms. So in that sense we account for this, consult when is the best sensor, but where we have these different impacts, that's yeah. Still the quantitative, it is then on the on the sensitivity of the product. That's the final impact, yes.
So second question, I mean, for myself, I've actually derived the bathymetry for Singapore. So we're looking like 3 meters of extinction. So what's the usual errors that is associated with like extinction depths of 3 meters for your case?
Then here I think we will be in the same range. We may go up to 5 meters, so it's usually up. The maximum is double Secchi depths. So if you have a extinction maybe close to Secchi depths, and so I cannot go beyond then this extinction depth beyond 5-6 meters. But I would say under these conditions I would expect maybe even only then 4 meters, 3 meters, and that's then depends on the application if this is still interesting or not. Yes, we mapped already in Singapore. I just remind. Yes, there are some areas where we mapped already. Well, water depths. So it depends where you are. Yes. Excuse me.
I have one question. My name is Hank from IHI Asia Pacific. Could you explain a little bit more about the sensors, type of sensors that you use for measuring this water and ground quality?
The satellite sensors?
Yeah, correct. The satellite sensors that you use on
yes.
water. Okay,
so in general, we use so many satellite sensors. I will forget one or another. So I had there a slide which shows this already. So we use in the 300 to 500 meter range. We use a lot of usually modus data because they are operationally twice a day usually there. And so here we have processors, also near real-time processors installed in different regions of the world. We used so far Meeres satellite, but it died early this year. So, and we are in this range. We are waiting now for the upcoming satellite, Fleet Sentinel-3. Then in the medium range, 30 meters, 20 meter, 10 meter resolution, we use Landsat, Spot, TEOS, and upcoming Sentinels.